How about now? All right, let me do that all over again. Fuck, man. Thanks for letting me know. I did everything, and then like I had to reboot my phone today, dude. My fucking phone went dead, or it didn't go dead. It just wouldn't boot up the stream, so I couldn't. I was just talking about my weekend, saying, "Damn, we had a pretty good weekend. I hope everybody else had a good weekend." Our weekend started out kind of shitty because Junior burnt himself with a hot water. He was cooking ramen on Friday after school, and he turned around after he put the package of seasoning and all that stuff in the ramen. So it was boiling, and he turned and hooked his elbow on the thing, and it dumped the pan, you know, so 2 cups of hot water and some fucking noodles went down his pants, like the back of his pants, not the front, thank fucking God. And so his little butt is like not his butt so much, but like more his like hip, the side. He's got like a fucking patch of skin like this big that's all just gone, right? Because it blistered up instantly and peeled when he pulled his pants down. Like, damn it. Yeah, I haven't looked at it yet. Today, we're gonna change his bandages. See, luckily they don't have school today, and the doctor put this stuff on. They put this stuff on there called Zero Form, and it's like a weird yellow medicated mesh, and then you mix it with triple antibiotic ointment, and then stick it to the skin, and then you put gauze over the top of it, right? So they said to leave that on for up to 3 days if we could. 1 minimum. And then the lady, the nurse, she sent us home with a couple other gauze packs of Zero Form. So we have some extras, and then just triple antibiotic ointment, which we have at the house. And we just use that for, but yeah, or Vaseline or whatever. I think the triple antibiotic is better because it's actually got like some, you know, antibiotic type shit in there. So, but yeah, we'll change it today and see. He went to a birthday party yesterday. Poor kid, man. So the doctor said it was 2nd degree. You know, 1st degree in most spots, and then 2nd degree burns because it broke the skin where that big blister was at. And then, you know, they said it may blister in a few other spots, but just to, you know, leave them alone. Don't fuck with them. So he's been really good about it. He's just been chilling and hanging out. I mean, he's up and around too. It's not like crippling him or anything, you know. In kind of an uncomfortable spot. It sucked when it happened, but yeah, I called my wife at work. I'm like, so Junior had an accident. He burnt himself. He's fine, but we're gonna have to go to the ER. So, what do you want to do? Like, shit. Nobody likes to make that phone call, dude. No matter what, bro. You'd be like, she's. Sucks. Oh well. I mean, this is like, let's see. So for him, he fell one time and like hit his head on the corner of the bed or something. They were like messing around in the room. I had a blister underneath my foot last summer from walking so much. Yeah. Well, this is a little bit different. This is a big ass motherfucker. But yeah, I know, dude. I've gotten some, I did construction for years, man. Like, I worked in the fucking rain and the mud and the heat and the snow, all of it, bro. It's like, I did high and heavy concrete construction. We built high rises, parking garages. I worked on elevator cores quite a bit. Hung a fuck ton of doors in a hospital, like probably like 500. I mean, you know, I did construction for a long time. I did a lot of different jobs, but mostly concrete. And I know all about fucking blisters, dude. My first job, dude, my very first job I got, okay, when I first got in the union, so I looked for the fastest way that I could possibly get into the union, which for me, in my situation, ended up to be Job Corps, right? Because my age, I was young still, and I was like, okay, well, I went down, I talked to the union. They even told me, they're like, go through Job Corps. It's the fastest way right now. If you can, then do it. So I went through Job Corps. I already had my degree, my high school diploma, right? You know, I had my driver's license and had all the stuff that I needed, right? So like there was nothing that I needed Job Corps for really, other than to just accelerate my thing. Cause see, the waiting list was like 9 months to a year, right? Job Corps, you could be in and out in 90 days. So I did just that. I went in, 3 months, I was out. And then I found a job almost instantly with this company doing this job, where they all told me, they're like, you will probably never ever build a wall like this again in your entire career. And they were right. We never did. I never did. I never did, dude. I never ever saw. We had, and the thing was, because we did this in a monolithic pour, which is like a pour that happens all at once. And the way that this was, we poured like footings. They didn't want any seams. So like, we poured it all, dude. We poured the footings, we poured the walls and everything all at once. It was a crazy fucking build. The amount of lumber that we threw at that shit was insane. But anyway, long story short, my first task as a union carpenter was, hey, kid, you see those piles of 2x4s over there? Yeah, those long 20-footers. I need you to go over there and nail them together. And I was like, okay. So I did. I went, dude, and I fucking, for like 5 days straight, dude, I did nothing but nail 2x4s together. Like sandwich, flat, on edge, because what we needed was stiff boards that we could use as like kickers and like strong backs to support our form so that it didn't come fucking blowing out with all the pressure of the concrete, because concrete's heavy. And you know, trying to put concrete into a wooden form and actually fill it up to any kind of height and width, and you know what I mean, like that pressure builds up, and those fucking things, dude, I've seen shit fucking shoot off a concrete wall, a form that would knock a fucking hole in somebody's head like this, dude. Like, you got to be really careful working around some of that concrete. It's crazy, man. Like some of those little cat heads, they call them cat heads. If the things fail, dude, they just can zipper at the seam, dude. It's like a fucking machine gun up the seam, dude. All the bolts and shit blow free, and like they come off with some force and some pressure. Pretty dangerous work. I mean, there's a reason why, you know, concrete construction in particular is like considered to be one of the most dangerous jobs in the world. Like, especially building like high rises and that kind of stuff, you know, because, dude, shit ain't fucking light, man. It's heavy work. I mean, I honestly, if I hadn't done construction for a larger portion of my life, I wouldn't be as strong as I am, right? Like, for my size. But in combination with that, off and on, I also did work out, you know, like I went to the gym off and on throughout my career as a carpenter, and even before and after. So fitness has always been a huge part of my life. And for the majority of my life, I've also had a pretty active job. Never one where I sit at a fucking desk. Always one that keeps me on my feet. I've had a couple jobs where I drove. There was one job where I was younger where I worked at a cannery for a couple weeks, but that was just to get some money for a party. And me and a buddy worked at a cannery for like 2.5 weeks, long enough to get paid. And then we fucking bounced and went on a big acid trip and Had fun. Christoph, what's up, man? Welcome in. But yeah. So, hell yeah. I think I'm here by myself, dude. I don't know. I thought somebody was here because, like, there's a pair of shoes on the ground over there, and, like, but somebody could be from yesterday, too, or later, last night or something. I haven't walked around the gym to find out yet. So today we're gonna do a bunch of dumbbell stuff, basically hit every angle, and then followed by that, we're gonna do push-ups for every fucking set, right? Like, will you just go down? Okay. So a lot of supersets, but only supersets with push-ups. And they were gonna do probably like some massive little fucking just pump burnout at the end. Maybe some pec deck flies, I think is what I was thinking. What do you got going on today, Christoph? Oh. All right, flat dumbbell flies and some push-ups. Whew. You know, I'm half tempted to just do it out here with the cables, dude. You rarely ever get a chance to use the cables for flies, you know? I don't know. I think we're just gonna do dumbbells. I already have a plan. Fuck it. We're gonna do crossovers later. So. Liberty Street, welcome in. Frosty Tools kind of like broke on me the other day. I don't know, and it hasn't quite been working right. So I'm not sure why. Like it keeps, it wants to keep like disconnecting from my chat, and I keep having to go in and reconnect, and like it doesn't show that it's disconnected, but it just doesn't want to work. This happened like, I don't know, maybe like 2 days ago, and it's been a problem ever since, right? I was just tinkering with the custom stuff that you can do, you know, and trying new things out, and all of a sudden, just one time, it just disconnected me. Like, or it didn't disconnect me, it just stopped working, and then it wouldn't start again. And so I disconnected and reconnected, and then it started, and now, ever since then, it just seems to be a pattern that's happening. I'm sure it'll work itself out. It's probably just, I don't know. I'm not gonna stress out about it too much. I'm over all that shit. I'm a mobile streamer now, dude. I don't even fucking care about desktop stuff anymore. Y'all can have those problems. All you fancy people. I'm just simplified it all. Fuck it, dude. Remove the PC. Oh wait, I put this on the wrong hand. Just remove the problem. The goddamn PC. No, I was looking at tablets though. Uh-oh. I was looking at tablets and like, for about $100, I could pick up a decent, dude, the new version, the new build. Ever since OBS 28, there's a pattern. Look in the forums, dude. You go look. Go try and dig up problems with OBS 27, and then see when they fucking change to OBS 28, and you go look. Problem, crash, unexplainable reasons, fuck this, fuck that, fuck this, fuck everything. Whatever they did, whoever did whatever the fuck they did, Twitch, OBS, I don't know, but they broke everything so bad, dude. The iPad Air 4, that's what I haven't streamed from it. Well, I mean, you know, look, it's like, there's so many complex issues that goes into these fucking things, dude. Your build for one, drivers, Bluetooth, all kinds of shit, dude. Like so many things can be something that's going to cause some kind of critical error to happen on your shit. And I mean, I don't know, sometimes it could be like next to impossible to try and figure it out. It's frustrating, man. You know, Streamlabs works just fine on my computer without any problems, you know? But then I try to use OBS and I can't even play a goddamn game. I try to change scenes or something. It's like something's damaged with their WebSocket. I feel like it's a WebSocket issue. For me anyways. Flat dumbbell flies. Ah. All right, I don't know if the camera can see me right here, but I'm gonna do push-ups. It probably can. Whew. Okay. Oh, gotta log this weight. Okay. Yeah, I figured you probably could. It's a good angle. It's a good one. Oh. Thought I heard somebody come in. Maybe not. This place is noisy, man. Like the building itself, right? I always hear shit. Like the air ducts and shit popping in the walls. I don't fucking know. Dude, it just makes some noise, man. Yeah, I like Prism for its simplicity. Suck up the resources when I like. Well, see, that's why I mean, look, I'll say this, right? It's definitely good to have backups, right? I missed your comment 3 comments back. Works very well. Problem, some entry-level tech nerd messed it up. Even worse, it was probably their first day on the job. Wait, what? Oh, I see. Yeah, for like OBS or something. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure much about like their actual like staff, how many people they have, like how their company's grown over the years. I haven't really followed them in that regard. I mean, I've been using OBS now for, I'm gonna say, probably 7 years, right? Maybe going on 8, maybe even 8. I've been streaming for a long ass time, dude, like probably like 9 years. Yeah, OBS came out like 12 years ago, right? And it was definitely the first. There were other platforms, like you could use, you know, other options, other things, but nothing really quite like OBS until it came out. Everything was way more complicated. OBS really simplified everything. Even though it's still a complex thing to use, it brought complex things to the everyday, you know, average user to be able to learn and put together, you know? And it's really only gotten better. And then a few years after OBS came out, Slobs branched off, right? Slobs. Look what they did. Streamlabs OBS. They aren't fucking original, man. And then they put plugins behind it, the same plugins that you can get for free on the OBS fucking GitHub and shit, and they charged for the service. Now fuck them, you know? I got more, just hold on. Then Stream Deck came out with their shit, right? And it became pretty popular. So what did fucking Streamlabs do? They came out with Deck. Or some shit, dude. They are not creative in any regard. They steal everything. This is why I won't give them my money. So you mentioned something about tabs using Slobs. Slobs is Streamlabs. They are one and the same. They are the same fucking thing. They're Slobs is just an abbreviated version of Streamlabs OBS. Kind of a name they got. Yeah, no, it's the same thing, exactly the same. There is zero difference. They are 100% the same fucking program. So, and on that note, Prism is also a build of OBS. Yes. So at least they're not charging for anything on their side, right? Now, if you want something unique, NVIDIA has their own broadcaster, right? They got a broadcaster that works. Elgato, they have a broadcaster that comes with their capture cards. You can use it too. Polypop is a completely unique, 100% different experience from any other thing out there. There's X Broadcast or something like that. X Broadcaster, that's a different one as well. I mean, dude, I've been doing this a long time, right? Like that. There's other shit that exists, but OBS, Streamlabs, and Prism are all at their core the same thing. So there's other, if you go on GitHub, man, like there's other versions too that exist out there that people have taken and modified for their own purposes. Like I was using one version of OBS a while back when I was playing milsim games before I started doing health and fitness stuff. And what it would do is it had a pixel match thing that went with it. So like whenever I would open up my map, I would have it pixel match a certain parts of the screen to like say like a value of like 85% accuracy. And if it did this and it met these conditions, then it would open up a screen blocker, which meant that anytime I opened up my map, I would then in theory open up a screen blocker as well so that people wouldn't be able to see where the fuck we were and start dumping artillery on our heads. Because that's what happens in those kind of games, right? If you try and stream like a milsim game where you go and you establish your FOBs, your forward operating bases and shit, and everybody, you know, like you have, you know, a hierarchy where you have like general, you know, and all these people and shit, like those games last a long time. And if you're streaming it, you'll notice that you start to get a lot of viewers, way more than average, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, artillery will just fucking rain down on your shit. And then you'll get kicked from the server because you were streaming without a map cover. How do I know? It's happened to me. Yeah. And then one time a guy was actually nice enough to go through and tell me and explain to me what I needed to do. And, you know, it was cool. After that, I had a lot of fun with the game. But my viewership dropped significantly, you know, back down to almost zero. So it's like, sometimes, man, if you're playing games and like you're playing games like that and suddenly you get big things, it's because people are trying to stream snipe you. You know, they don't care about you. I've dealt with a lot of stream snipers. Some games it's all right. Whew. Odin, I saw you come in, dude. Did you get first this time? Hell yeah, you did. Crushing it again. How are things, man? Yeah, stream snipers suck, dude. Like in a game in the mill sim games, like say Arma, Squad, you know, if you go into those categories, there's never very many people streaming those games. So you are a huge target. You are like a massive target because, you know, what people will do, I mean, they'll pull up their game and be playing, and they'll have you up on like a laptop or on a second monitor or another PC or something, you know what I mean? And they'll just like watch every time that you open the map, and they'll figure out where you are, and they'll just wreak havoc. So, you know, and you will notice too. You'll stream some games like that, and you'll start to get a lot more views. A lot more people will come watch, but it's not genuine. If you play a different game, they'll fucking disappear, right? It's like a false thing. And as soon as you get rid of the map, they go away too, right? Once they figure out that you are not an easy target anymore, they no longer come and watch you. Because they're not trying to watch you, they just want to kill you, you know? That's all they want. They just want to win. They want to look good, right? They sit there and they act like they're not stream sniping, or they just don't give a fuck. And they're, you know, it takes away the fun, man. Now, there have been some games that I've just been extremely good at that it didn't matter. Stream snipers or not, I didn't care. I would challenge them, dude. There was one game on Xbox. It's called Vigor, V-I-G-O-R. Like, that motherfucker got some vigor, right? Like, and anyway, that game, it's like a looter shooter, and you're like kind of surviving, and like this nuclear fallout comes in every like, you know, whenever you leave and go on your missions. It only lasts so long before like a nuclear wave comes in and it pushes from one side of the map to the other, and like you'll get caught in that shit and you'll die. And so you gotta loot and get out, and there'll be like anywhere from like 6 to like 14 people, I think, in a match, depending on the map size. But in the beginning, it was only a maximum of like 8 people. And there was a couple matches that I had where I am pretty certain that I killed everybody in the fucking match. Like, and then continued to loot the game until like I just ran around. I counted my kills, and literally like I knew like 2 times in particular that I knew that I killed everybody in the map. And then, or that I knew that everybody was dead. And a couple times where I got like 5 kills, 6 kills, and you can kind of like almost guarantee that you're gonna be alone at that point. You don't have to worry about anything. And there's no NPCs or anything like that, but a fun game. It's pretty hard. People fucking camp, dude. Anyway, let's get this set going. So I'm gonna log these real quick, and we're moving on to something. My sheet didn't want to open here. Hold on one second, I gotta look at something. All right. Come on, open up. There we go. Oh, no. What? I keep hitting the fucking 8, dude. Okay, push-ups. All right, now we're doing dumbbell press. So we'll get a little bit heavier here. Flat dumbbell press. Let's put these light little motherfuckers away. Huh? 12 to 15 reps. And then we're always going to finish with push-ups today. So we're going to keep doing push-ups, trying for 20. I think we'll go with these. Fuck, maybe not. Maybe we'll go with the 70s. Hey. Ah, shit. Shit. Woo! Dude, I'm getting pumped. Super pumped. Christoph, what's up? Look. Are we pumped up? Man, I feel like I'm pumped. I think I'm gonna have a fat bowl of oatmeal this morning. Yeah, so, I mean, I've been trying to stick to healthy foods, right? And one thing I haven't been doing is logging my calories. But I know what's in my meals, right? My meals are easy. I do those like once a week, and that's it. So like the extra stuff that I'm having shouldn't really be throwing me. I'm not gaining weight, right? But I'm just at like a snail's pace, dude, to my loss. It's so slow. And I don't know if this is actually really a bad thing, you know, because I don't want to lose my muscle, you know what I mean? Like, I want to continue to be able to get stronger. I want to be able to improve on my maxes, even while becoming more lean, right? I know this is possible, you know? So, I don't know. I'm trying to get the diet on point, man, and see what the fuck it's gonna take to start making me come down, but god dang. Let me log this set real quick. My tracker keeps closing, dude. It's annoying me. All right, here we go. We did 70. All right. We made our 20 reps. I had to rest pause like 3 times though for our push-ups. How was your day, Christoph? So I think for now, right now, my goals now, I need to be able to clean up my bench max, right? Make sure I can hit a solid 265 with good, clean form that I am 100% happy with. I would like to even possibly get like a good 1 second rest, like a good 1 second pause at the bottom end. That way we just fucking know that it was a success and there is no question. So that's my goal for bench press, right? To be able to clean that up. Same with squats. I want to be able to clean up my squat. My squat is now, I did 335 pounds for squats, and I want to be able to do that with a good solid rest as well. Like, not a rest, but a pause at the bottom for like 1 second as well, and then stand up with that weight. I think if we can get our squat to that point, as far as deadlift goes, I mean, there's not really any pausing necessary. That's just a fucking drive from the ground up, right, to like a full locked out position, I guess. So 405 is where I'm at right now for that. I would like to increase that number to 420 and be able to pull that on a conventional deadlift, I think. And that would be cool. I'd be pretty fucking happy with all those numbers, man. Like, if I could eventually get my squat up to like, and get my bench up to, you know, like 300, that would be cool, but I don't know that I really, I mean, you know, it would be badass, but damn, that's a lot of weight, man. It's a lot of weight to bear on the shoulder. My shoulder's kind of fucked as it is, so, you know, getting under heavy loads like that, not really something I really look forward to, but who the fuck does? Some people. Some people. All right, let's do this. Another set. What's our time? 3:55. We're doing pretty good. We're about halfway. Probably like 40 to 45 minutes left, I would say. I still don't think anybody's here. I don't know. People will probably start coming in soon though. Hey. God. Oh, fuck. Mother. Shit. Oh, Christoph. I got you. Hell yeah, it's drink time for sure. Whew. I'm feeling it, man. I'm not gonna be able to get out of this shirt, dude. I ripped my fucking pocket putting it on this morning. God damn it. I'm gonna have to have my wife sew it. Like, I could probably sew it. But yeah, I went to pull it down, and my hand was right here, and I just ripped. Like, fuck, man. And then I was like, well, I'll just leave it on. Like, I'm literally like, I like explode out of this, dude. It's tight. I have my heart rate monitor on too, but this fucking shirt's almost tighter than the heart rate monitor. Oh, 70-70. There we go. 70-70. Hey. These push-ups are hard, man. I think I need a different song. This will work. This is better. Better tempo. Oh, I got to adjust my reps too. I only did 12 last time. I want to try and do 15 though. I'm still trying for that 15. Let's get it. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. Come on, we got one more. We got one more. You fucking bitch. Get it, motherfucker. One, two. Hey, oh my God. Oh shit. Oh, God damn it. Motherfucker. Woo! Oh, fuck. Cause I'm TNT. Okay, hold on a second. Me. Number one. Huh. Who's all still here? I'm gonna log this shit. Still here, just lurking, right on. You know, I was thinking about something today. You kept saying, and this is not the first time I thought about this. When you say that OBS kept reverting back to 720 on you, right? Now, did this happen because you kept running that auto configuration wizard every single time? Like the auto configuration wizard, to me, if that's what you were running every time and it was putting you at 720, it thinks that your PC can only handle a 720 resolution, right? Or something along, because mine, when I do the auto configuration, it always sets me at 1080. But I remember you were doing the auto configuration every morning before you would go live because you said that was helping sort out your issues or something. I was just kind of curious if that's the reason that it was reverting back, you know, like, because, I mean, if so, then that would also kind of explain why it's a resource. Yeah, it would kick you back. That's why you don't do, the auto configuration wizard shouldn't, well, like it's gonna pick the best settings for your system, right? So this is also why you have a heavy load on Prism, because Prism doesn't do the auto configuration the same way that OBS does. OBS will go in and like scan your system. It'll sniff your network, adjust your and adjust your bandwidth and everything like that to your specific best needs, right? And then after that, if you try to go and crank it up to 1080 when OBS is telling you that you should stream at 720, you're likely to have problems because it's probably due to lacking performance on your CPU or your GPU. You know what I mean? And this also is why on Prism, it's taxing your rig and causing a little bit of lag from time to time, maybe. So I don't know if it's necessarily OBS in your case as much as it is just hardware, dude. I mean, all the problems that you keep running into seem to me to be like that your CPU is just taking a fucking buttload you're just getting taxed, dude. Just getting taxed hard. And your GPU is pretty much non-existent from my understanding to like be able to support any form of streaming capability. Oh, it could just be, and then, you know, it could just be that, and maybe the way that Prism is optimized, it's a little bit better for lower end rigs. You know what I mean? Like that could totally be the case, man. And yeah, and now that you're only streaming to 2, you don't have any real issues. Well, see, that's bandwidth related more than it is hardware related. The only time that would be a hardware issue is if you were gonna stream. So like when you do the multi-stream in OBS, the way that it works is I would say, okay, I connect my OBS to a specific channel, say Twitch, YouTube, or whatever, right? And then I install the multi-stream plugin and I go through and I add my streams, and the value that I want to set is just to mirror the settings from OBS, right? Now, if I go and I try to adjust settings on those multi-streams, that's going to instantly suck up so many resources because now we're encoding not once but twice. So our encoder has to be 2 times as powerful, right? And then if we do it on a second or third stream, now our encoder has to be 3 times as powerful, and even high-end graphics cards have a hard time with that. You know, so like, unless you're just mirroring the settings from OBS to your other multi-streams, the second that you try and change anything, bitrate, anything, it's gonna fuck shit up. It's gonna make your resources be super, super taxing. Where on like Prism, it's all built into Prism, so you don't have to worry about any of this because it's just that you set it in one place, and I think that's it, right? That's it. You just set it, and then Prism handles whatever it needs to handle from there. So Prism's definitely, they do definitely have some simplicity there, you know. I don't have them installed, and I haven't set up any real overlays on Prism, you know. So like I would have to go through and really like rebuild. The good news, it does run smooth. Yeah, see, well that's good. Well, that's good, right? I mean, and that's what I'm saying. Maybe like the optimization or whatever it is that Prism is doing is just better on your PC. You know, for whatever reason, I don't know, man. I can't explain these things, dude. I sometimes don't even think the developers can explain these things, dude. Like that, you know, the developers of these applications even understand what the fuck is happening with their shit. You know, I mean, seriously. These I got to keep light because they kind of hurt my shoulder. If I'm not careful with those, I walk away pretty sore. So maybe one day we'll be able to do heavy cable crossovers again. But yeah, that's what I say, man. It's good to have backups because look, I was using OBS for how long without any issues, and then suddenly one day, boom, problems. What the fuck, you know? And now, and Streamlabs has been my savior, right? You know, because I used to use Streamlabs years ago, and Streamlabs stores all their stuff in the cloud. So like, it doesn't matter how long I go, the second that I log back into Streamlabs with my Twitch account, it downloads my resources, right? I don't even have to have them. They're just there, right? They're just there. And I would say that is one nice thing about Streamlabs. Streamlabs has some decent features. I just hate their thievery mindset. Right? Like that's what I just can't get behind, you know? Because they're taking something that isn't theirs and changing the bare bones. And they've done this like, you know, 2 or 3 times now with different items in their like package that they're just copycats of other things, right? Kitten little bits, what's going on? Welcome in. See, it is showing me now chat again. Like it actually shows me a number there where like for about a week and a half it didn't show me any numbers at all. I mean, now it's showing me 8, but you know, at least it shows me a number and it doesn't just sit there at 0 the whole time. I don't know why, like, and it just, I think maybe like Tuesday or Wednesday or something like that, I realized that the number was actually back. The app didn't update, not as far as I know. Like nothing changed. I didn't change anything. You know, it just like so many other things, just decided to work again. And I mean, this isn't even on my computer, you know, like this is just like, I did have to reboot my phone today though. Like when I try to go live, sometimes with Prism, I'll try to go live and instead of it going live, it'll give me an error. And whenever it does that, the only solution that I have found to work is to reboot my phone. Like reboot the whole phone, just reboot. And then, you know, with my phone, when I reboot it, it boots back up and everything that was open opens back up. So it's not that big of a deal because I really just need to like go through and make sure all the apps are connected again. I so want to do a little bit more weight, but I don't think I could go up another 10 pounds. Like, maybe I could pin a 2.5 or something, you know, to the peg. Whew. I can get a drink real quick. Uh-oh. There it is. Where did I put my water? Ooh, yeah. Looking beefy. Fuck yeah. Beef boy. We got one more set, and then let me log this weight real fast too. I'm gonna cable crossovers. We're doing 40. Not much. Like I said, I gotta keep it easy on these because if I don't, I'll fucking hurt myself, man. I don't want to hurt myself. I've hurt myself enough times. I don't want to do it again. I am looking pretty fucking stacked though, baby. Oh yeah, look at it. Look at it. This is the side that I broke. Sometimes I try to see if I can see big differences between them. They're like, there's definitely some extra muscle buildup right here on this side that's not quite as defined and built over here. I can even feel it. Like these little guys right here are like they're just not here. I mean, they're here, but not really here like they are here. Okay. Shit. God damn. Woo. Okay. We're gonna do this vertical pec deck here. Oh man. Oh. We're doing pretty good today though, guys. I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling pumped. My sleep was kind of weird. So, not that I didn't get enough. I slept a weird, I slept yesterday, okay? I've been up since fucking midnight, all right? I fell asleep. Let's see, we dropped Junior off, right? We dropped Junior off at the party yesterday around like 2. And I think he wanted to be picked up at like 5, right? Oh, he took Joshua's phone with him so that he could text us when he got home or when he wanted us to come pick him up. And so he texted my wife, and I fell asleep, dude. I fell asleep on the phone. We were watching a movie, sitting on the bed. I just passed the fuck out, man. And so around that time, my wife was like, she woke me up, and I didn't really wake up. And then finally, when she was leaving, I finally woke up, and I woke up, and I don't know, did we eat? I don't know if I ate something. My whole schedule was thrown off yesterday, but I ended up falling back asleep, and then my wife got up around like, let's see, probably like 9:30 to take a shower, and so I got up and I took a shower with her, and then I went back to bed, and I woke up around like 12:30, and I just couldn't really get back to sleep. So my sleep hasn't been great, but I mean, all in all together, I've gotten plenty of it. Like, I feel pretty rested, you know what I mean? I'm a little bit tired just because the sleeping was fucked up. Like the whole entire, I've been, up since midnight. Not quite used to that. I was almost half tempted to be like, I'm just gonna bag it for today. Fuck it, We're gonna work out after work, which I probably could have done this workout here after work, but I didn't really want to. Oh, maybe this afternoon. It's Monday. The kids are not in school today. Junior, he's still got that little He's got that burn. We got to change his bandages today. Poor kid, man. But he's doing good. He's going to heal up nice. It isn't terrible, and I mean, you know, we got it protected right now with some medication, stuff like that the doctors actually put on there. So it's still on there. We kind of cleaned up the bandages yesterday and taped them up where they were kind of coming off and lifted up on the corners just to keep any gunk out of it. I mean, it's in his boxers, kind of keep everything nice and flat anyways, so nothing's really moving around, but that's going to be fun to change. Burns are always they always suck, right? Anyway, let's get this shit done, huh? We got this. This is our last set, guys. Our last exercise set. What happened? Did we get a follow or something? Like, I don't know what happened to my music. Yeah, my music's just gone. Like, usually that happens like when a raid or a follow happens, because it'll say like, you know, what? Did we just become best friends? And so like whenever the audio gets kind of like hijacked like that, it pauses my song that I'm listening to. So I was just like, huh, what happened? I don't know. Maybe I did it. Maybe I just bumped a button. Okay. Oh, you got to check this weight. Let's just try this and see. We're going to do a lot of reps. Push-ups. You know, my brother came over the other day. We were kind of talking. We were just talking. We just talk about all kinds of random shit. You know, we got stoned and we started talking about all kinds of shit. And we got onto the fact of like, you know, war footage, right? Like the videos, like now, you know, like, and not just war footage, but like police footage as well. Like, how do you feel about YouTube allowing that kind of stuff without being taken down? I know like you're not supposed to get like, it's demonetizing for sure, right? Like 100%. But like, you know, how do you feel about like, you know, war footage and stuff like that from like Ukraine and stuff like that being shown? Do you think it should be allowed, or do you think that that they should shelter us from the horrors of war, right? I mean, it's not like you have to go out and watch this stuff. You know what I mean? Nobody's forcing anybody's hand. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like just because it's out there so it shouldn't really honestly affect you regardless of whether or not it is out there or not. You can just choose not to. You know what I mean? Like, but like, I'm just curious. You know, I'm kind of torn on the idea, you know, because like, for one, it's like, well, absolutely, we need the real truth because your mainstream media, yeah, specifically here in Canada, is bought and paid for by the government. So only a few places potentially get real news. Yeah, I understand that too. It's horrific, man. You know, like some of the stuff that I've seen, and I watch old military documentaries and combat footage from like all the old wars and stuff like that. I mean, I'm into this stuff, you know? And so it's intriguing to me, and I'm kind of on that aspect too. Like, yeah, absolutely. I think it should be able to be shown. If you don't want to watch it, don't watch it, right? Like, but it's out there. It's happening, and us to shield and shelter ourselves from that because we just, you know, it's kind of like that part is kind of sickening. You know what I mean? Like how we can sit here and we can live our day with our heads so far up our asses and bitch and moan about all of these little things. Meanwhile, you know, there's people literally like fighting for the fucking freedom of their country. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like we weren't there that long ago. You know what I mean? Like in the whole grand scope and time of things. You know what I mean? As far as like our country fighting for our freedom and shit. You know, like, I mean. It really hasn't been all that long, you know? It's kind of crazy, man. But it is. Some of the things I've seen on the internet are just wild, man. I won't talk about it too much, but I mean, I don't want to disgust anybody or get onto some topic that's going to get me in trouble, but yeah, it is pretty wild. Some of the police activity is kind of interesting to watch too, because, you know, I mean, that's almost scary as well. Because you see how much power these guys have and just what they can do and walk away from, you know? Oh, 25. Woo! Well, here's Ukraine is really being that bombed. Is it really that war-torn? How is that we still have plenty of streamers streaming everything from Ukraine? Because the war, according to my understanding, the reason for that is because the war is like on one, you know, on the bordered side, and like over, like on the I don't know which direction, but like there's a certain part that's like pretty far away. I mean, look at Abid. Okay, Abid's like literally like not that far away from where shit is getting fucking bombed, right? Like he's in Palestine, bro. Like, and he streams every fucking day. You know what I mean? It's not impossible. When there's internet, there's streaming. People are trying to do anything they can to keep their minds occupied. Not everybody is fighting. Not the whole country has been bombed. You know what I mean? And like when everything was happening, when everything broke on the news, Abid was fucking streaming from Palestine, right? Like, and it was like, he said it was on the other side of the country, but like, you know, bombs were kind of coming pretty, you know, they were like 40 miles away, right? So 40 miles, dude, 40 miles. That's like halfway from here to Portland. You know what I mean? Like, that's not that far. So, but yeah, I understand what you mean too, right? But then I mean, I see streamers from Ukraine on quite a bit. A few of them, at least a few. Some in the fitness category too. Yeah, I mean, that's a question I've pondered myself as well, but like that's the answer that I've been given, right? Like that's the answer that I've been given when I was talking to people, and from what I understand, you know, is that the war is really on one side of the country, you know, or well, the side that kind of borders all of Russia. They're kind of like surrounded, but like, yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know what to say. You know, I mean, I watch Telegram, right? I have Telegram on my phone, and there's a few of those platoons, especially like there's a couple squads from the U.S. that are over there that are fighting, and like they are constantly uploading their shit on Telegram, like all the time, dude. They got somebody who edits their content over here in the States, and they film it and they send it over, like live streams up to a thing, a server or whatever, right? And the dude gonna edit it and turn it into videos. A couple of the videos get taken down. He just reposts them, right? Civdiv, I think, is one of the channels, but they are actually like U.S. like deployment embedded in there with Ukrainians and stuff like that. Some guys are French, some are from the UK, like, and they are pretty legit, man. Like, they're not going out of their way to like timestamp and prove the dates of their things, but like, they're I mean, it could be a sham, you know. They have a YouTube channel too, but if you want the raw, unedited stuff, dude, you got to get it from Telegram, right? Because YouTube will take it down eventually. All right. BRB. Yeah. I know. Some of the videos have been debunked too, you know, like where, you know, people will go through and like analyze some of these videos and this is from like older combat footage, you know, and they'll kind of like point out why. Whether or not it's all accurate, I don't know. I mean, you got to be careful what you find today. Like with anything, so many things out there are just a fucking hole of just shit info with nothing to back up their claims at all or whatsoever. I mean, and people, you know, blow it up and take it for like gospel. All right, 439. We're doing a couple more sets of these here. I think I'm going to drop this just a little bit. Kind of ache in my shoulder. Don't like it. All right, I think we're done. I did 4 sets of those. Whoo! Push it to the limit. Yeah. That's what we did. Pushed it to the limit. To the limit. Such a lonely day, and it's mine. The loneliest day of my life. Nobody's in here, dude. It's crazy, man. Usually people are in here by now. Okay, this guy, you know, says, take a drink, motherfucker. What's up? How you doing? Bottoms up. Ooh, whoa, wait, wrong bottom. Here's to a good time. Bottoms up. I like that one. I'm gonna use that on my wife next time. Hey, here's to a good time, babe. Bottoms up. Let's go. Yeah. How's your day going? Fucking early. Early. Stretch, huh? You got me stretching, huh? I could actually use a good stretch, like a chest stretch. Look, we'll use this bar right here. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I know, dude. I thought about, like, yesterday was really weird with my sleep. I got up at like, yesterday I think I woke up at like 1:30, right? And I couldn't get back to sleep. So I got up and I was kind of just messing around. I was looking around Twitch. There was like nobody that I knew that was on. Everybody was like speaking different languages. And so I just kind of watched some YouTube and shit, and then I chilled out. I went and laid back down in bed and tried to go back to sleep. And finally, like, that didn't really work. And then I got up at like 3:30 and started messing around with the stream and stuff, and kind of got my cameras set up. But when we finished our meal prep, and at around 2, I think it was 2, Junior had a party to go to. He had a birthday party. So he went to the birthday party at 2, and then we came home, and he's like, I want you guys to pick me up at 5, right? It was supposed to be a sleepover, but he didn't want to sleep over because he goes to bed too early and he wakes up too early. So he didn't want to sleep over because he didn't want to bother them early in the morning. This kid's 11, dude. He's like, nah, I can't be doing sleepovers because I wake up too early. Like, like, oh man, that's so funny. But it was a good weekend. He's doing better. He got burned on Friday, you know. He like burnt himself with a boiling pot of water when he was making his ramen. He stepped back. He had the pot, it was like over the edge, and he stepped back and hit his elbow on the handle, and it dumped down the back of his hip and down, and he like had these super tight like skinny jeans on because that's like his favorite thing to wear. So nobody would tell me what happened. I was like trying to ask what the heck is going on, and nobody was saying anything. Everybody was just asking Junior if he was okay. And then Junior went running by me into the bathroom, and that's when Joshua told me that Junior got burned. And I was like, damn it. I like ran into the bathroom and helped him get in the bath and get some cold water on it. And like, then I called my wife. He has a big blister like this that peeled like instantly, you know. But it was only 2nd-degree burns. I mean, like, it was like it kind of held in his pants, you know, like, so it didn't really like, it was like, I think yeah, poor kid though, man. Fuck, dude, it sucks. So he's been dealing with that all weekend. Luckily, it's not too bad. And they had a long weekend this week too, so that was also good. But yeah, it was a good weekend. We had a decent weekend though. And then I went to sleep. I think I was just super stressed and everything. And yesterday I passed out, dude. After he went to the party, I passed out at like 3. And then my wife woke me up around like 5 when she went to go pick Junior up. And I got up, and then I fell back asleep and didn't wake up until like 9:30. So from like 3 to like 9, I was pretty much taking a nap, sleeping. And then she got up at 9:30 to take a shower, and I took a shower, and then I tried to go back to sleep. I couldn't really get back to sleep, man. I went to sleep, I kind of woke up at like midnight, and after midnight I was just tossing and turning. So, whatever. We got our workout in. I might take a nap today. We'll see how I feel. I don't want to fuck my sleep schedule up too much though. More than it already is. Yeah, but yeah. Tired today. We still got a good workout in though. I feel like it would have been better if I had gotten more normal sleep though. It was kind of fucked. Well, that's all right though. That's all right. I'm gonna start seeing who's online here. Electric nuts. I should play some Apex Legends. I reinstalled it. I think we'll go raid Electric Nuts this morning, guys. Hello, everybody. I appreciate you guys all for being here. I'm gonna just get dressed real quick while this raid kicks off. And yeah. Asked my kid yesterday, I was like, so what do you think? You think I could hit a 400-pound squat max by the end of the year? He's like, yeah. I don't know. I don't know about that, dude. That's huge gains. But we're at 335 right now. So that's pretty good. Let's see if we can get. Hello. Uh-oh. What's in there? Cell phone case. Aha.